Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. Today is Wednesday, May 21st, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, the Pinterest, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever does not fit, please just leave it. Please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you, right? This just comes in a plain box, but it's the Kaiwai. I don't know how to pronounce it. Christmas deck from Hattie Thorne. You can find all her decks at hattiethorne.com. She also has an Etsy shop. I think this one is still on there. She had it on sale. I snagged 2 copies of it because I mean, look at how cute. Seriously, look at how cute. I think it's still on there, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. Check it out, hattiethorne.com. Check it out. Okay, I'm going to calm down now. We got 1 on the table, 3 on the table. Oh, okay. I like seeing that for someone. Give it to me. We got 5 on the table. So I think Hattie Thorne, I think she's British because I think all her stuff comes from England. I think she's in England, if I remember correctly. Is bauble an English word, or does it matter? Is it an American word? I don't even know. Five on the table. Oh, I love these cards. Look at this. Who is this? This is a good read so far. I just said in my head some kind of romance, and then I heard Some Kind of Wonderful. If you ever watched the movie Some Kind of Wonderful with God, what was her name? What is her name? She was the actress from the 80s. She did Some Kind of Wonderful. She was in Howard the Duck. She had her own show, Caroline in the City. Cindy Thompson? Cindy something? She was a redhead. She is a redhead. Some Kind of Wonderful, and it had Eric Stoltz in it, and Masterson. What's her name? She played on in the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. Some Kind of Wonderful in the 80s. It was a really good movie. Okay, we got 6 on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. 7 on the table. Let's do 1 more shuffle. Oh my God, look at how cute that is. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love it. What's top of the deck? Cookie. I bought on Sunday when I went to the grocery store, I bought 2 brownie mixes and 2 packages of bread mix so I can make banana nut bread. And it's funny because I haven't made any of it yet, and I swore to myself I was going to make something today. I'm gonna bake. We got mistletoe. Do not even ask me if I can make my own stuff. I cannot. I use mixes because that's how I was taught. My mom used to use mixes when we were kids, and then I don't know what happened, but like when we were older, she started making stuff from scratch. I don't know. I don't know what happened. We got L. You think it would have been vice versa, but no. We got Snowball. And I used to have a mixer, the fancy mixer. What is it? A KitchenAid? Is KitchenAid mixer? My parents bought me one for a wedding present. And just plain white one. I did not use that thing once. The ex-husband and I were together how long? I did not use that thing once. I sold it to this 14-year-old girl on Marketplace because she's a baker, a bakess, right? And I think I sold it to her for like $100. She was so excited. I was like, here you go. And here's all the attachments that I never used. We got Bauble. I don't know what made me tell you guys that. Snowflake. Maybe somebody else is baking today. Building blocks. We got Igloo. Look at how cute the cards are. Don't you want them? They're so cute. And bottom of the deck, Kitten. 8 cards. Feminine, masculine. Take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. It's all energy. I'm a man. I'm a woman. It doesn't matter. Some days I do feel really manly. I've told you guys that before. When I was younger, I always thought I should have been a boy. It wasn't until I got older that I appreciated my femininity. My femininity. Okay, I could never say that word right. I mean, I think it's right, but like it doesn't sound right to me. So with the mistletoe card, it says romance and love, stolen kisses. And the bottom of the deck card, Kitten, says something new job, relationship, or child. Here's the deal. When these first 4 cards came out, I instantly saw new relationship. With the mistletoe and the romance and love and stolen kisses, someone's going to be getting into a new romantic relationship. With the owl card, intuition, knowledge, and guidance, you might have had a feeling that this is coming. If you've been getting signs and synchronicities, if you just had that feeling like something's happening, something's moving, like something's going on in the background for me, like I can feel it, I can tell. With the snowball, it's going to bring in change. Change. It says unavoidable change and a U-turn. U-turn implies you're going back to your past, kind of. But with the new job, new relationship, or new child, I'm going to say probably that's not it. I think this is going to be somebody that, like, you're going to do a double take, if that makes sense. Like, you're going to see him and you'll be like, okay, he or she is, okay, yeah, okay, whatever, fabulous. Maybe you meet somebody and you're like, yeah, whatever. And then, like, you see him again, like, 2 weeks later, and you're like, didn't I meet you, like, 2 weeks ago? Like, something's going to happen where either you see somebody and brush it off, and you see him again, and you realize it's supposed to be something, or you see someone and you do, like, a double take, if you've ever done that. I've done that once. My twin flame. Okay, I thought I had my phone on silent. Let me put it on silent. With the bauble card. Bauble. I heard that word a lot growing up from my mom. We used to watch British shows, so I'm guessing like it's a British word. But I used to hear it a lot as a kid. A glow up, physical transformation. you might be going through a glow up of your own, but I feel like when you get into whatever this new romantic relationship is, the two of you are going to transform together, if that makes sense. That makes sense. And I'm not saying that you're going to turn into like, twins, or you know what I mean? Like, how like they say like, oh, you look just like your husband, or you look just like your wife. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like the two of you are going to transform together. And even if you like physically change, I mean, you're going to each physically change in your own way, right? Look at him. Isn't he handsome? Look at how cute he is. And he's so quiet. He's doing so good. I know if I say his name, like he'll come running, but I'm not doing it. With this snowflake, a fresh start, turning over a new leaf. Yeah, it's a new romantic relationship. It's not a past person. Pardon me. And it's going to be a fresh start for you. For the two of you. Building blocks, being creative, starting a new project. It gives power couple vibes, like the two of you are going to create together. Even if we're not talking. Okay, let me say this. Let me say something here. Power couple doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, you're gonna be millionaires, like you're gonna create this thing and you're gonna rock the world and you're gonna make billions of dollars and you're gonna be famous. And that's not really what power couple necessarily means. It can mean that, but it could also just mean like you're a couple that works together. You work through everything together. You create together, right? Like if you both have a really good full-time job, like I consider myself having a really good full-time job, and I meet someone and they have a really good job, and we combine our resources, and we buy a house and we fix it up, or buy land and have a farm, or you know what I mean? Like you're going to create together. You're not necessarily Power couple doesn't always mean like, oh, you're going to be famous, you're going to be rich. It just means like you're going to come together and you're going to work really well together. Power couple is like that couple that everybody looks at and is kind of like, oh, I wish I had that with my husband or my wife. Like kind of like a envious vibe, but not like in a bad way. Like you're inspiring people to want to be like you as a couple, if that makes sense. Yeah, and with the starting a new project, again, like you could be buying something, building something, you could be, you know, two people coming together from the same industry, like let's say the both of you are interested in video games and you're going to create this video game that maybe it will make $1 million, right? Or maybe you're going to create something for education, you're going to create educational tools for kids, for teachers. I mean, literally, you could come together and create like a new whitening toothpaste. I don't know. Like, you could literally come together and create anything. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean like whatever you create is going to bring in money. It just means that whatever you create is the two of you creating together. And that's the point. Because not a lot of couples do that. And a lot of couples will get together and they'll start doing that and then it falls apart. Like some couples can't keep it going. Like me and the ex-husband could not keep it going. And I was the one wanting to create and wanting to do things and wanting to move forward. And he just wanted to watch me do it and benefit. Does that make sense? Like, that's not a power couple. That's a power Kim and a lazy man standing behind her. Do you know what I mean? Igloo, home improvements, feathering your nest. So here's the deal. For some, with the igloo, home improvements, feathering your nest, kitten, something new, new job, relationship, or child. For some people are going to start nesting because they're going to have kids. Like a couple's going to come together and create a life for themselves, and they're going to have a family. There's nothing wrong with that. That's traditional, right? But there's nothing wrong with that at all. Putting all your life energy into creating more humans, hopefully for the positive, hopefully for the good. That's beautiful. And it's funny with the building blocks and the igloo. Be creative, starting a new project. Pardon me, home improvements. Definitely could be something about like buying a new home or even building a home, buying land, something of that nature. Setting yourself up for the future, possibly even your future generations, right? If you're going to have kids, like everybody talks about leaving a legacy. What's the best legacy you can leave for your children and your grandchildren and your great grandchildren? Honestly, property, right? Sadly, lately, we've seen a lot of farms go under. I've seen it locally, we've seen it nationally. All those farms were probably created by families thinking the same thing. Like, oh, we're going to create this farm, we're going to raise cattle, we're going to have sheep, or we're going to do cows, or we're going to do pigs, or, we're going to have horses, we're going to have a horse ranch. If you ever watch Yellowstone, watch Yellowstone. I freaking love Yellowstone. Um, But everybody always gets into that business having the dream that they're going to leave that to generations, right? Like it's going to function and it's going to be profitable for generations to come. And my great, great, great grandkids are going to look back on me and be like, that was my great, great granddaddy, Billy, he created this whole empire. Nowadays, you don't really see that. Nowadays, things happen. The market, the economy, right? People not being able to afford anything. Farmers always get hit the worst. I mean, they're where we get everything from, but they also have to supply it. And if they can't figure out how to do it in an affordable way, et cetera, like people are going to get cut out of the business. People are going to lose their farms and their ranches and stuff. My my dad's family was into ranching for I think a long time, and then they kind of got out of it and sold out of it because they weren't doing well. And that was before my dad was born. That was like before my dad's dad and my dad's mom got married. So yeah, it's like people always have that dream of starting it and it's going to last 300 years, and sometimes it just doesn't happen, sadly. But there's definitely, I don't know why I had to bring that negativity into it. Anywho, any igloo who um this definitely gives like legacy vibes, like a romance starting, a couple building something between each other, and they're for their kids and their grandkids, right? Also, for some with the owl, this is going to be my last thing. With the owl, intuition, knowledge, and guidance. The knowledge and guidance, someone might get set up with their new person by someone else, like a friend. Like, hey, I think so and so, I think you guys are a match or you have a lot in common. Thinking like, oh, you'll just get together and have a chat and maybe be friends. And instead, you get together and have a chat and spend the rest of your lives together. I'm just saying. That's the dream. I'm going to leave it there. I hope the message resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all have a great day or evening, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.